Hey, what's good, car fam? Today have another special video for you. They actually have two Honda Civic Type Rs. This is the FL5, as most of you know that are probably clicking on this video. So they have a Boost Blue as well as a Championship White, which is crazy. This dealership actually just had a FL5 a few weeks ago. I'm here at the Folsom Lake Honda dealership in Northern California. I don't know if these are spoken for. I think they literally just got off the truck a few minutes ago, so I tried to time it with when they were getting it. I've been keeping an eye on their inventory the past few weeks to see when these were coming. I saw that they had two in transit, which is crazy. So really dope to see them here. They just got off the truck, so that's why literally you could see all the dirt, all that stuff. Plastic is still literally on there and all that stuff. You can see when they do come, these are literally sitting in like a port lot, so the plastic on the top, all that gets basically treated once the vehicle comes to do the PDI, basically like the pre-delivery inspection and stuff like that. So the Boost Blue definitely looks super clean. I haven't seen it in probably, man, it feels like almost a year at this point, but it's been a while since I've seen the Boost Blue, since November, I think. And now that I'm seeing it in person, definitely looks fun, especially like with the black contrasting pieces. But there's just something about the Championship White that just looks so fresh. Like, I really love it. And then tint the windows. I think just maybe a 5mm spacer, something like that on these would actually look really clean, because it sits pretty flush, but tuck it out just a little bit more, I think it'd be perfect. And then one thing that I haven't seen, because I haven't seen these cars in person in a while, but looking at the small details, like within the exhaust, there's like these tiny little like holes and stuff. But I'm so excited that the Acura Integra Type S sounds, I'd say like 50% better than this car. It actually has way more exhaust note character to it. So I can't wait to see how that one performs. I'm curious. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the Integra Type S is the better one to go with, or do you think you should go with the classic FL5? So let me know what you think. I'm on the fence with both, but I think it actually comes down to the interior, because I love the dash layout in the FL5 and just the Honda Civics in general. It's literally my favorite. The Integra, though, is going to have like the premium audio sound. It's going to ride a little bit softer. Like, it's going to be really good. Like, I'm really looking forward to that one. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really excited for it. And yeah, I'm kind of torn. I really like them both. I know my wife probably prefers this one over the Integra, but we haven't seen it in person. I know we just both have the same feeling about the dash. I wish it was literally the same as the Honda, because then I feel like it'd be pretty close to perfect, but it is kind of different, so just something to think about. But let me know what you think. Man, these cars are just so fresh. Like, the only thing that's interesting about these, and I mentioned it in another video, is just this side profile here. Sorry, the lighting's like really crazy and intense this morning, but it's just this section right here that's a little bit funny with the wing. Like, overall the car looks amazing, but I think that's the only thing that's interesting about this side profile here, is just that section. The Integra like has, to me, like a perfect balance. This one, that little rear corner can look a little bit funny, but overall, like, it's such a dope car. Man, I love these. And I know I've shown this car like a million times on my channel, but get used to it. Like, every time there's one, I'm definitely going to show it in my area, because the first time I got to see these, I literally had to drive probably about an hour and a half just to see these cars. So now that they're popping up locally, I still haven't seen the red up close. I seen it at the port when I went down there and saw like every single color and hundreds of FL5s, but I still haven't seen the black up close and the red up close. Sonic Gray I have, because I saw that at the LA Auto Show, so if you want to check that one out, I have a video on my channel as well. But yeah, these cars just look so fresh. So man, I really can't wait to see this next to the Integra Type S, because that's going to be interesting. I really think the Integra Type S is going to be the sweet spot, But these just look so much fun. Like online, these look a little bit more boring, to be honest. They don't film as well like on camera and things like that. The Integra has the more classic proportions in my opinion. But yeah, super cool to see all the inside. No, probably won't pick up on camera as much, but yeah, these are so fresh. Yeah, I wish Acura just really went with the same design on the inside, because it would have been flawless. I wish they had the carbon fiber mirrors on these. That would look really nice. The black's okay, but carbon fiber would look nice. And I hate that they went with that like red carbon fiber on the like optional wing that you could have. It has this like red weave. Let me go this way, sorry. It has this red weave in it, but I think if they would have just went with more of the traditional, sorry about that, the traditional like black and kind of charcoal gray carbon fiber that you normally see on cars, that would have been so much better. But instead they went with one that has the black and red kind of weave, and I just don't think it looks as good. But man, overall, love these. And I love how the tire pressure, the little stem there, is sticking out literally directly. Like, it just looks so fresh. These wheels look good. Let me know what you think about the Integra Type S wheels. I don't really care for the bronze. I don't know if it's because of the way it's showing up on camera or what it is, but I feel like those bronze wheels are a little bit too, kind of have more of like an orange flavor to them. I just don't really like it. I wish they were a little bit more of like a traditional kind of gold. They have a little bit too much of a red fleck to me, but let me know what you think. But as far as like the wheel design and pattern, like, I think it looks super fresh. They did a good job. The Integra looks really clean. I think they made a good call with the wing on the back, where it basically just has like that deck lid spoiler. I think that was a good call. I think if they would have added a wing, it would have made it look just a little bit too much like hyped up a little, but who knows? I mean, I've seen some renders and I've kind of shown those in previous videos, and it does look cool. But as a daily, I think the wing on here with like the profile and design and stuff looks good, but the one on the Integra, I think that just looks so clean, and it's a little bit more Euro, where it is like, you know, has a great style and design, but it's also kind of low key and chill at the same time, which I think is the balance, you know, that you want, especially for people that are actually going to be, you know, getting these, where they maybe do want to keep it a little bit chill. I think it's the TLX Type S owner for some, and then others that are like, okay, going from a Civic Si and ready to make the jump to something a little bit more luxurious, but also has the capabilities of basically the Civic Type R with a little bit more softer handling. So on track, like for sure the Civic Type R, I'm assuming it's probably going to be like maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds faster, if that. Maybe not, we'll see. It depends on the tires and stuff too on track. But overall, I think this one for sure is going to be a little bit sharper on handling, but the Acura is going to be fine. I don't think the weight's really going to damage the performance. Like 31 pounds, that's like having groceries in your car. Like, it's not going to be that much. But on track with like, you know, turn in and things like that, that's where you're going to see the difference probably between the two. But as a daily, man, I don't know which one is going to be the move. We'll have to see how they drive. Like, that's what it's going to come down to, which one drives better. But man, these are so cool. But yeah, the exterior, the front end, Acura killed it on the Integra. And I think that's what makes it harder to be like, which one's better? I mean, they're better in different ways. There's things I don't like about the Integra overall, like even just the rear space, like the trunk and stuff, you know, the hatch, like perfectly fine. But as far as the headroom, like in the rear, it's really small, kind of like where you have to really sit kind of tucked into your seat, versus this one you can just climb in and be set, like you have plenty of room. But on the Integra, like even if you're not that tall, your head could easily be touching the roof, and that's something that did annoy me about that one. Otherwise, it's a really cool package. And even just the regular Integra, like I drove that one and it was a lot of fun to drive. It had a playful chassis where like you can get the end to kind of like get loose. Like it was really cool. It was a surprisingly fun car to drive, and I thought it was going to be a little bit more on the boring side, but it was really good. It was really good. They killed it. Yeah, this Boost Blue, like I see why people get it. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm like, so many people get in Boost Blue, but now I'm seeing it in person again, and I'm like, okay, now I see why. I remember why. This with like a couple of tasteful upgrades, like with the windows, you could even go with some different wheels. Like it looks really good, and I think in time this blue's still gonna look pretty nice, but the white is just really classic, really classic. Yeah, it's cool seeing them side by side. Let me show a wide view. Such cool cars. Really like them. Which one would you pick? Boost Blue, Championship White? I mean, Championship White is just classic. I really dig these. When I come out to do videos like this, I mean, normally they're like in the showroom floor and stuff like that, but just standing here kind of soaking it in on the cars is really cool, because sometimes I'm so focused on basically, you know, getting whatever I can. There's people around, you know, sales teams all walking around busy, stuff like that, but it's cool to really just be able to take it in and see all the little details that sometimes I don't notice and stuff. I'm curious if they're actually going to be able to sell these, because I know there's a stop sell because of the seat, the safety issue with one of the welds that's causing an issue. Maybe since they've identified that it is something with one of the welding points, maybe that's something that they can fix at the dealership on the spot now. Who knows? Or maybe not. So we'll see. I'm curious if they're actually going to be able to sell these. I'll have to ask and find out, because maybe it only applies to certain VINs, and then that would kind of dictate that, you know, what the timing would be and things like that. So we'll see. But I think that's proof of sometimes why getting the first year of a certain car isn't always the best thing. Getting like the years that are produced after has its pros. I mean, you're not the first one to get one, but I think now, like everyone, let's say even you're thinking about getting an FK8, people are looking at, okay, let me get a 2019 to 2021. I mean, if they're really just trying to save, then yeah, 2017 or 2018, but no one really wants those first gens. I wouldn't personally. I'd want like the latest. So that's kind of a pro, especially if you are thinking about maybe flipping it later. Like maybe after this, you're thinking of going a totally different route. Some people are going Supra, others are going German. Kind of just depends on, you know, what your flavor is and stuff. But yeah, I think for me personally, getting like the 2024 or 2025 model of this is the move. Everything will be dialed in, and then whatever small changes, even if they make adjustments to the suspension dampening, which I feel like might be a thing, I wouldn't be surprised, but maybe not, because now the Integra is going to kind of take care of that if people want a softer ride. But I feel like they'll make some adjustments even to the front. Who knows, maybe they'll add like a lower lip or something like that later on. They'll probably do a couple of maybe optional things that they'll have from the factory, some new options. Maybe they'll do something with the mirrors. Who knows? So we'll see. But yeah, I think waiting for another year or two on the final version of these is going to be the move, and that's going to be the one that's really going to be worth a lot later on. The other ones will still be great, but I think overall that's going to be the move. So bright out here. It's like literally direct sun, morning sun with no shade. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts. Just want to kind of hang out, show these cars off. There's a lot of information on the inside, so I don't really want to show that because some of that's probably a little bit sensitive. But you can check out some of my other videos if you're looking to get an idea of like what the inside is like and some of those details. I have plenty of videos on those, so let me know what you think. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.